am I? Oh my gosh, where was I? G'day there. Wasn't even on the screen. Oh, goodness me. G'day there. Welcome back to the race side. I am very glad you are here for our episode 7 countdown and watch party. And a little bit, I should really tack on that we have a little bit of a discussion afterwards. But you all know it because we have been loving it the past few weeks. These have been such exciting episodes. Every episode is getting more interesting. Last episode was a real thinker. That one. Oh my goodness. Was I all week just thinking about what the hell everyone was talking about? Balin's thinking of this. Something's calling him. Thrawn's like planning something. He wants to use the magic. Oh my god, there's so much happening. So let's get down talking about it today. We'll get the whiteboard out a little later. Our favorite segment. Then we will it should take us to the episode. But before we get into that, let's see who the hell is here. Let's do a rate call. Who's in the chat today? We've also got a new member as well coming up. But in the chat, we have 2B. We have General Kenobi. Lightning's here. Chicken Texas telling you both arrive at the same time. Traveler's in the chat again. Amazing. Joshua's here. Wolvie is here. Robert is back. Amazing. Great to see you, buddy. We've got Frank becoming a brand new member to the channel. Thank you so much, Frank, for joining the ranks. You're going to have a great time with the secret exclusive streams that we're going to be kind of cranking up after this show ends. Clam Cakes is back. Hello. Good day there. Angelina's here. Robin is here. Solar Flare is here. The Second Sons is here. Oh, I love it. CG's back. Great to see you, friend. Steven's here. DJ Knight is here. My gosh, there's so many comments. Master Sin's in there. There he is. Hello. Right Cross is here. DB is here. Is Tim here? Did I see someone say Tim? Kirsty's here. In the middle of the night, she's arisen for this very exciting day. Master Kyle is in the chat. If you didn't know, Kyle became a master with us last week. Very exciting. He's joining the High Council of the Rayside. Lee's here. Zami's here. Ashik's here. James is here. And Mark. Tenchi also. I just saw you too. How are we all doing? How are we feeling? How are we vibing? Let me know, chat. Maybe I was gonna say one, but maybe put some sort of blue emoji, a blue heart, that blue circle, maybe a wave, something blue, some sort of blue emoji saying you were here yesterday for the Thrawn birthing of insanity, where I took my greater form of Grand Admiral Thrawn. It was a great show. I do have to be honest, I had to have about a 45-minute shower afterwards. And if you can see some redness on my face a little bit today, I don't know if it's coming off of the camera a little bit, that's because I really had to get in there and give it a good scrub. I still think, or maybe not, there was kind of blue, maybe a little bit tinged somewhere, but it came off eventually. But it's, the little bit of redness, that's because I was in there scrubbing it off, but it did come off, so hopefully, I don't think I have I was expecting a blue tinge, but I don't really have one today, which is good. But we got here. So many blues in the chat. Zami was here, Kirsty was here for it, Elliot and Robert were here for it, Angelina was here for it. So many people were here for it. It was a really great time. I had such a blast, and I'm so thankful that you were all there to witness one of the greatest shows I've probably ever done. Rob was there. Ben was there. I love it. Yeah, I really had to get in there. Just really annihilate it. Oh, you got to watch it back. It's a good time. I'm thinking I might make a little highlight video of it because it was just such a chaotic time to be alive. Woo! So Rennie Productions, I want to change my YouTube name. I want it to be something Star Wars themed, but I'm struggling to think of what it should be. Any ideas? Oh, well, what's your channel? Like, what about Star Wars is it? Like, give me more boundaries. I'll think of something for you. Like, right? So, no way. There you go. See? Sin City knows what it's at. He knows where it's at. But let's talk about Ahsoka. Let's get into it. Let's get into the discussion. So we've got episode 7 coming up. So this is what I would kind of assume. This is what I'm expecting from this episode, that it's a bit of like a build-up, episode, essentially. Obviously, we're going to get this pretty epic finale, I'm assuming, for episode 8, which is next week, which is incredibly sad. We're trying not to think about it. Incredibly sad. But I'm assuming that this is going to be like a really foundational, like base build up for next week. I'm not expecting too much to happen. If anything, this episode might be the least eventful episode of the season, in my opinion. It might just be a lot of build up to see what will transpire in the finale, which I assume is going to be quite chaotic. I think maybe Thrawn's going to make his way back to the original galaxy. I think someone's going to be left behind. I think someone might die. There's going to be magic involved. I think next week's going to be the chaotic week. And maybe this week is where we're kind of just still getting our bearings of this new galaxy. That's what I think. What do you think of Balin referring to by higher power? I don't know. There's been some really great theories out there. Maybe we could theorize this on the whiteboard a little later. But I think this is where we could get the actual tie-in stuff to Mortis. Maybe a Mortis god, maybe the sun. It could be just like another mother, maybe like a Mother Talzin trying to do something. It's a good question. So I don't know. Oh, amazing. That's so fantastic, Angelina. Showing the support. I love it. Somebody's going to appear to die in this episode and then probably actually die in the next episode. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I'm going to start a riot if Thrawn doesn't make it back. So you want him back in the main galaxy? My goodness. How do you think Ezra will react to Sabine's choice? Will he not like her anymore? I think he'll be pretty disappointed, to be honest. I think he's going to be fairly disappointed. Also, just bear with me. I just have to connect something. And please, do enjoy. I'm so glad I'm having to use this. Enjoy our new technical difficulties screen. Oh, isn't that great? Okay, there we go. I'm so glad I made that screen. I'm glad I put it to use today. Okay, sorry. Just had to fix a few things. Back to the discussion. What were we talking about? So many chats have been sent already. My God. How far do I have to scroll? Yeet. Is Tim here? Yeah, Josh knows what I'm talking about. Gonna be a setup for the finale episode. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a chill episode. Call it now. It's gonna be chill. G'day, Paul. Hey, Joey. Abeloth. Maybe I've seen that theory thrown around. Is it Abeloth? You're always sassy, OJD. Master Julie's here. How you feeling? How are you feeling today? I hope you're resting up well, but I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Let's hope Ventress will will be brought back to life with the Night Sister magic. Let's hope. Imagine. You know what? Chaotically, I think it was for like episode 5, I put on the board as a prediction, like Ventress will show up. So that would be hilarious. Josh coming in with a $5 redos. I had a leak. I feel fine now. Waka waka? What does that mean? I thought that's really awkward. I thought you were talking about like a theory leak. That's very funny. But thank you for the $5 redos, regardless of that. In the Filoni movie, they'll kiss. I don't know. He's kind of got sister zoned or brother zoned there. Kind of get wrecked. Get wrecked. That would be insane. Absolutely. No chill. Space battles are lots of crazy. Yeah, fair enough. Kind of disappointed with the way they messed up with the Chimera, with the ISD tower and ISD 1 guns. What? I'm not into that. I didn't look to that detail. But is it incorrect? Is it incorrect? Robin, that's a great question. And you know what? This will segue in to checking out the polls of the week. Throughout the week, I post a variety of polls for you guys to answer, and we analyze them to death. We see what the hell they mean. So let's bring it up on the screen. Here we go. Let's take a look at the polls. Before we do, Master Julie coming in with a $10 redos. I'm late. Sorry, foot fell asleep. Oh my goodness. No Force is with me today. Well, I hope we can just spice up your day a little bit. I hope we can bring some joy to your day. Put that foot up and relax. Sit back and relax. But thank you so much for the big dono. Appreciate that, Master Julie. All right, let's get these polls on the screen, eh? Let's get them on the screen and ready to go. All right, let's get in here. What do we have first? So this is the rating of last week's episode. You guys voted. Here are the results. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. What did you guys rate episode 6 of Ahsoka? So the highest ranking here out of 1.1 thousand votes, we got 38%. Having a 9 out of 10. And coming in second, very close second, is a 10 out of 10. Then it's 18% with 8 out of 10, and only a combined 8% of those people think it is either a 7 or something less than a 7, which is such a small number. My God, it's like hardly anyone. Sin City coming in with a $2 redo. Zam for MVP after he posted a pic in the Discord. Which one? I've been seeing some amazing pictures in the Discord, actually. I saw Tim do a fantastic one. It's been brilliant. I'm loving them. I haven't checked Zammy's yet. I love it. 20 out of 10. Did the blue? Yeah, I rang Mum afterwards, and she was so funny. She was just like, "Good luck," and I'm like, "Thanks, Mum." Wow. No, I think it'll come out. It should be all good. I think it will come out because it is because it's made to be like washable. I think the blue will come out. So Fury coming in saying as well, a 9 out of 10 banger last week in the Ahsoka Spoilers channel. Oh my God. My favorite thing, looking at the Discord. Where is it? Oh my God. All that for that, Sin City. Which number did you direct? Whom of which? Curious what more people could have wanted from that episode who didn't rate it a 9 or 10. That's a good question. That is a fantastic question. Hey, Ben. There's no way we get any episodes that are 55 minutes long or so. That's just how Disney Plus is. I'm just over runtimes because they're never going to make it or hour-long episodes. Absolutely. And, I'm not really into the big runtime discussion. I'm okay with it being how it is. You know what I mean? It's like, however long it is what it is. But there's definitely some episodes which I think are too short. But yeah, I wouldn't love an over-hour episode, to be honest. I don't know. Mm. Is that Geeta? Is that Geeta Patel? Or was she last week? I think she was last week. I can't remember. But yeah, she's fantastic. All right, next poll we had, what do people think of Lars Mikkelsen's live action portrayal of Thrawn? This was a really interesting one. And this actually surprised me very, very much. If you've been on Twitter a little bit, like there's quite a few people being quite negative, especially of his body shape. But this I found very interesting with 925 votes. We have 72% of people saying it was perfect, an emphatic perfection, which I think is that is such a high number. I think you can be really happy with that. And then bringing it up to a total of 94%, but with the second most, with almost perfect, is 22%. 22%. So that's a total of 94% of people saying it's almost perfect to perfect. How good. And only 4% saying, which is, I like this one because this is a very optimistic one. People saying, "Oh, I could warm up to it. I could, warm up to how he looked," which I love. That's very optimistic. And then 2% saying, "I would have chosen someone else," which is very interesting. Very interesting. Someone else entirely different. Now to a really fun one. I love choosing these ones, and it's always so clear. It's always very fascinating. So with 1,000 votes on this poll, we have what was the best scene in Ahsoka episode 6. What do we have? With leading quite sturdily, quite emphatically, 62% saying Thrawn's triumphant return with the Chimera. That was one of the just such a fantastic entrance scene. Oh my goodness. That, to me, that was genuinely better than Vader and Rogue One. I don't know if that's controversial, but I think this was more dramatic and more and just heavy than Vader and Rogue One. People are probably going to disagree with that, but I'm just saying that personally. Coming in number 2, we have 24% saying the deep dialogue with Baylan and Shin, which there was a bit of this. There was that's why I didn't break this up. There's probably 2 or 3 conversations they have where they're just sitting somewhere and they're just talking about something deep, being like, "Oh yeah, that was kind of crazy," and they're like, "Yeah," and they're kind of discussing it a little bit, which I found really interesting. But people love that because I think there's there's just a lot of depth. Baylan kind of speaking about the Jedi Order, and Shin asked that great question of, do you miss it? This was a really, all their conversations and interactions has been so well written, in my opinion. Been really, really loving it. People, okay, let's calm down. See, I knew people would disagree. 100%. Oh, I love it. CG coming in with a $2 redos. Do you think the Chimera is battle-worthy? I don't know. It kind of looks a bit rinky-dink, but I feel like, they did some work on it. Clearly, there was kind of some patches of almost gold that they I don't know, tried to fix it up a little bit. I think it could do well in a battle. I don't, unless it's against a totally, a completely other fleet. But if we're talking about maybe a battle against some Purgle, perhaps. Sophia is saying the Chimera will be battle-worthy. Might not be optimal, but it would be able to defend itself. Yeah, it's it'll do enough, but I don't, if it came up against a massive fleet, I don't know if it could, hold its own. But let's get into the next poll, and the 10% saying Ezra's reveal, 3% saying the Dathomiri mothers, and 1% saying Sabine's fight with nomads. That actually surprised me, because that was one of my favorite, that little snap, which I loved. But we've got 1,000 votes coming in again. This is a bit of a hot topic, and we might get the whiteboard up in a minute to discuss this a little bit. Will any of these characters die by the end of the season? This is a big question. It's a big question. It's kind of been a little bit talked about. That we have a lot of characters in this show. We really do. So there's, I could only put 4 options here. These are, I think, the most likely options, but definitely, someone kind of side, maybe the mothers die, or Huang, someone side like that could die. But with 1,000 votes, 76% of you saying Baylan, Skull saying Master Bay, is gonna be no more by the end of this show. Yes, actually, the time, I always forget the timer. I'll grab it up after we do the polls. That's great. Great point. I never remember that, do I? It's so true. No Purgle deaths tonight. We shall hope. We shall hope. $2 dues again from CG. I would like to see the mothers get off. Really? Yeah, I can see that. I definitely think they'll kind of. How did Mother Townsend die? Did she vanished the same way with the magic, right? She just kind of dissipated, right? I could see them getting off as well. I think so. Thank you for the dono, CG. So coming in second, who people think will die, is Morgan Elsbeth with 17%, which I found really interesting. People think that she's gonna go by the end of the season. And then a tie with 4% each is either Shin or Sabine, which obviously not as, but still, small group of people that think so. So, chat, what do you think right now? Let's talk about that question before we go any further. What do you guys think? Are one of these characters gonna die? 3 mothers, 1 can go. Yeah, sounds like a survivor. Hey, Sublight, what's up? It'll be raining Purgle tonight. You think so? You think so? Wow, people really do think the Purgle are gonna die. This is hilarious. Totally getting a Purgle death tonight. Just saying. You guys are hilarious. I love that Shin will not happen. True. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely hope maybe we could see a bit more of him portrayed in Tales of the Jedi, because his character is so fantastic and it is so sad. It's so bittersweet because he does such a fantastic portrayal of the character, but then it's so sad that he's not here to see how much we love this character. You aren't saying Balin and Morgan are my go-tos. Do you think it might be dying? Absolutely. Purgle destroy. People really going off on this Purgle dying. Yeah. I mean, we are going to see we are at the big Purgle, what's the word? Graveyard, essentially. Jason coming in saying Morgan isn't going to last. Perhaps. The darker evil on the planet would take Balin. Okay, so that's how you think that thing calling to him maybe not so good. Maybe that's where Balin will be taken to, and maybe he might go try and find some voice or some person and then die in the process. Perhaps that is the way. Thrawn is gonna want to pay back for what they did to him. Yeah. Well, I was actually quite surprised how chill he was with Sabine in the last episode, to be honest. He was just like, oh yeah, go get him. That's fine. But I think maybe he's betting on that she'll just die in the wilderness. So, don't know. Oh, I would love this. I would love that. Purgle opens up slowly and Jar Jar Binks pops out. He's got to come in somewhere. You will, Tim. You are the Purgle protector. I love it. CG coming in with the $5 redo. Smash that like button. You betcha. Oh, Jesus. Yes. But true. You know what? Yes. Do it like that because it's very, very passionately done. Absolutely. All right, OJ. Amazing. Well, I'll hopefully see you after the show. Appreciate you. You legend. Save the whales. True. I feel like this is a good time to save the whales. Thrawn is always chill, and he's always been chilling. That's it. I guess so. It's not like he's just gonna rage at her. But I think it was more bizarre. He let her. I think it was more of but I guess that's what you're saying. He is chill, so he's yeah. You just off you go. Purgle swoop and take Thrawn to a galaxy far farther away. Oh, he doesn't even make it to the original galaxy. He makes it to a different galaxy altogether. My God, that'd be crazy. CG. $2 dues. I regret nothing. I get you. Yeah, imagine we need to get an Eli Vanto in here. I think so. I so don't want to see the whales obliterate. I know it's gonna be so sad. I think also because we've talked about it so much right now, it's gonna be extra sad if it happens. Amazing. Well, as we get into the next part of the show, drop down below. Get in Marcus's wavelength. What are you guys eating or drinking for the show? Let's get the timer back up, and we're gonna get the whiteboard out. But while I'm doing that, let me know what you are having for the show. You drink? I've got a coffee, and I've got a massive water here. I've had like 2 meals already today, so I don't really need anything else. For now. Okay, what's the timer? We've got about 30 minutes. Let's start it again. Okay, let's get this timer on the screen, eh? There we go. There we go. There's our timer. Massive grilled chicken salad. Ooh, delicious. That's super nice. Qui-Gon gin and tonic. Zinger. Love it. Sandwich and water. Dipping Oreos in milk right now. Oh my gosh. So nice. Oreos are so underrated. They're so great. They're gonna get grilled. They're gonna get grilled. Oh, I love it. Diet Coke with cheddar popcorners, but not super hungry right now. So just had dinner 1.5 hours ago. Okay, there you go. We made barbecue rubs for tonight and chocolate cake. Bring it on. What a combo. I love it. That sounds delicious, Julie. I'm coming to your house for dinner. My God. All right, let's get the whiteboard going, shall we? I still have our predictions and thoughts from yesterday. So if you wanted to discuss that idea, is Thrawn a villain? Should have been here yesterday. Just go watch the stream. Oh, jeez. Oh. All right, let's come in here with the final predictions for episode 7. Let's hit me. Let's get our whiteboard music up as well. Gonna be weight all over again. Oh, we're gonna drop in pixels. Oh, that's fun. I count 3 pickles. Oh, that's amazing. Hang on. All right, we're still working on it. Still should be only like 2 pixels. I'm still back here working on some other solutions. So bear with me. Stay there. Keep giving me your theories, and we'll be up again shortly. All right, we should be back in business. How are we looking? How are we looking? I'm feeding the masters pretty much. Oh, I love it. Hey, Rebecca. I love it. Okay, we're back to business. I literally lost 30 people because of that hiccup. That's hilarious. Let's get into the predictions. There was actually some really good predictions here. I loved what some of you were saying. So let's get into these predictions. Dang, this is such a cool idea. So, Constantine's holocron of Anakin. I love this, David. Ahsoka. Amazing. His returns dark. That could happen. Sabine's T6 crashes. Reveal of the undead stormtroopers. Ooh, that's interesting. T6 crash. Interesting. Ezra shaves beard. Let's change color just for variety. Brackets, I put like Kanan because you know how I think it was episode 2 where Sabine chops her hair. I think she would have done, and that was like pretty much almost shot for shot like Kanan's cutting of the hair. I think Ezra's gonna do the same, but the beard part, like he's gonna like kneel down and like shave the beard like Kanan did. Absolutely. I think that could totally happen. All right, give me some more theories. Hey, Master. Hey, Master Yav, appreciate you. JS in the chat as well. Ahsoka and Thrawn fight, Angelina says, which I think is a great idea. Yeah, I think that'll happen. Ahsoka versus Thrawn? Or, I'm going to put down here, or Ahsoka versus Balin. I think they're going to have an interesting discussion this episode. That's my call. Ezra is secretly bald. The turtle hermit crab people are in the chasing with Ezra and Sabine getting chased and the little campers running away from the outlaws we saw last episode. There you go. That I should have read that before because I actually was purposely not watching that preview because I was like, why did they do a massive preview of like what's going to be in the episode? It's kind of annoying. But there you go. The dog dies. No, that'd be so sad. That'd be so sad. Harry's in trouble. Oh yeah, as in like literally like she gets in trouble. Harry's in trouble with the New Republic. Oh, amazing, JS. Thrayon's a new emoji in the server. Gotta love it. Sabine kills or wounds Shin. This was interesting. Very, very interesting. So, what do we think? Sabine kills Shin. Maybe. Anakin versus Balin. Ooh, in the War Between Worlds? I like that one, but I reckon that's gonna happen in the finale. I think it's gonna happen in the finale. Sabine learns how to use the Force. I'm still unsure if that's gonna come through. I'm still like, maybe they won't go there. I still don't think she has the Force. I don't know. I think it ends with them getting trapped in the new galaxy and Thrawn makes it back. Okay, let's put that down. So, how much of the board you can see? Oh, you can see so much. That's cool. I want to see if any of these are right after the show. This will be fun. It's going to be so fun. Oh, yeah. We're going to see Ahsoka and Ezra meet. For sure. For shizzle. Abeloth, yeah, I know. It's a lot of people on the Abeloth train. Snoke will appear, that's funny. Zombie Purgle. Recipes? I don't know. I don't think he'll appear again, to be honest. Luke or Leia anytime soon. We could. I'm going to put this one on. This is one of my ones. Leia in hologram. Jason saying, I think Balin or Shin gets trapped in the galaxy. I don't think any heroes do. Oh, okay. So let me add a note here. Young Ben? Imagine that if we've got a clip of young Ben. That'd be so fun. Shin, Ezra, Sabine, Ezra unite against the Remnant Imperial attack. Yeah, I think there could be something like that where just like everyone is against Thrawn. I think that might be the end. Chopper adds to his body count. That'll be a thing. Hey, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, non-Blu-ray. I appreciate it. So cool. That is hilarious. These are great theories. I am so excited to see if any of these come true. Do you have any last theories? We are less than 15 minutes away from the new ep. I'm so excited. Robert Sanders C3PO appearance? Where is he right now? He would be with Leia. Well, I mean, if we get a Leia appearance, we would get a 3PO appearance. I will say that. Hello, fellow Aussie. Appreciate ya. Sabine gets left behind. That'd be pretty interesting. Actually, that could be a bit, and that's a bit Dave. That's a bit of a Dave storyline there. Where it's like Sabine has been the one that's like, I gotta go get Ezra, and it's been this big thing that she like did all these bad things to get here, to get Ezra, but then in the end she's the one left behind. That'd be very interesting. That's actually a rumor? Why would he be in it though? Man, like I guess if we see Hera and the New Republic, but like 3PO this whole time is like Leia's hand, like this whole era, so definitely means if we can get a 3PO appearance, that's very, very close again to our Leia appearance. They escape with Ezra, calls the Purgles. Yeah, true. Balin will get to the what? Angelina, I'm actually with you on this one, so let's put this down. Where do I put this here? Failing gets to the War Between Worlds. 100%. 100%. Yeah, that could be a thing. That could be a thing. But I don't think Rex might not be alive right now. I don't know. I think the coffins are the undead sisters. Yes, I agree with that. I'm gonna say sisters or brothers. Could we get Anakin? Could we get more Anakin? Yeah, more Shadow Council. Give me that. How many boards do I have? I just got the one. I just have the one. I don't have multiple. There's going to be drama between Ezra and Sabine. He'll find out what she did. Yeah, I think there will be a bit of drama there. What else? What else could we add to the board? Prediction we'll see go back and forth between Hera and Peridia scenes. I can see that happening. I called that for last episode, but maybe this episode will be a bit of both. Be a bit of Hera with the New Republic, and then into the Ezra Sabine stuff. No, I don't have multiple. I'm saying I don't. Why would I have it? It's erasable. Why would I have multiple? Let's rub it off. Morgan dies. See, where were you with our death theory, man? Yeah, Morgan could die. Do you think she'll die this episode though, or the finale? Grogu cameo, maybe? Also, what could we call into Balin and Night Sisters? The Holocron or something equivalent? Yeah. The Night Sisters. They're up to shady stuff. Yeah, I really think with this Leia hologram idea is the way to go. Call back to R2. Yeah, 100%. Chopper will do the hologram of Leia. 100%. More witch magic. I do think we would definitely get that. More witch magic. I'm pretty sure magic in Star Wars is spelt with a K, I think. Yes, actually, it's a great time to bring that up, actually. Because, the Rhino Strike have their tentative deal, which is incredible news. Oh my god. It's insane that it took this long, but super, super happy for them. It sounds like they've got everything they've asked for, finally. Bob Iger is continually giving me I keep reading articles of, things he's been saying, though. Jesus, he's a nut job. But very exciting, and hopefully SAG-AFTRA is next, getting all their needs met. No questions asked. Right, Soul Fury? Leia and Chopper, shut up and take all my money. Yes, I thought so. It's spelled with the K, hey. Actually, you're off. I like that. Thrawn will be replaced by Rey after Filoni sees the racer. I'm telling you, I was second choice. If Lars was going to say no to being live-action Thrawn, they were going to ask me. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, more about Captain Enoch. 100%. A dance scene between Thrawn and Morgan. You know what they should do? That I think it's from Connect Star Wars. I'm running solo. They should do that. That's what it is. Absolute SAG strike meetings taking place by the end of the week. Isn't that exciting? Very, very exciting. Thrawn's bodyguards in the books. Yes, correct. It's an ST costume in the film. Yeah, it's good. It's good, wasn't it? Dance off, bro. So it's musical episode. Yeah, where's the musical episode? Come on. Give me the musical episode. Oh, I love it. Reveal that the night troopers are undead. Yeah, for sure. Come on. You don't want to see Thrawn doing a solo number about his like being lost in the galaxy for so many years. And it's like this big ballad. I could see it happening. Yeah, I know Mother Townsend's like kind of like dead at this point, but I would love for her to show up, to be honest. The Ewoks come to save by annoying Thrawn and seeing Num. Oh, please. Please. I would love that. 100%. Well, we've got 7 minutes to go, friends. Let's get back in here. These are some great predictions. I'll judge you accordingly at the end. I should have like written some sort of name system to be like who said what. But I mean, you just tell me who said what. And see if any of these predictions come true. All right. We're almost there. We're almost there, baby. Let's get the music back on. Let's get the race music back in here. Loving it. Hera gets arrested for being a bad mother. Everyone's putting too much shit on her. Are you kidding? Get the kid out there. He needs to learn. I would be saying she's a bad mother if she keeps being like, oh, he can't see anything. No, show him the galaxy, damn it. I think she's being a great mother. Throw on the musical with Bollywood and song. And a mine on board. Okay, yeah. Just make mental note of what... Hang on, I should go this side. Of which one was yours. Just make mental note. And I will judge accordingly if anyone got anything right today. Hera is the best mother. Right! 100%. 100%. Thrawn is Uncle Harlow. Found. Solved. After, like, over a year now. Solved. Whereas Offie is going to show up. That's actually a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. The bun today is just going nuts. I don't know what the hell is happening up here. I always get my theories correct. I'm never wrong. Wow, that is confidence to 110%. I want it, but I don't think Barriss will show up. Yeah, you think so? You think maybe not? Maybe I can't see where she's fitting. Like, we have enough protagonists and antagonists here. Like, we've got and everyone in between. Because, like, the main characters is, like, Ahsoka, Sabine, Hera, Jason, Huang, now Ezra, and we've got Baylan Shin, now Thrawn and Enoch. Like, that's 10 of, like, characters we need to be aware of, at least. So, yeah, I don't know. And I think someone asked me that last week. It was like, oh, you know, who else do you want to show up in the show? And my answer was, and I still stick to this, is, like, I feel like we have enough. Like, we've had enough. And, you know, the Anakin cameo was phenomenal. Rex, you know, and all the Clone Wars stuff was phenomenal. It's like, I feel like maybe this, like, we've covered it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know, they're never going to reveal it. It's going to be like the Yoda thing. It's like how we're never going to find out Yoda species. Zeb. Oh, actually, Rattleshark, you got a good point here. Zeb could show up. Zeb could definitely show up. Mon Mothma and the other senators realize they were wrong, and Thrawn threatens them at the end of the episode. I definitely think maybe that he, like, yeah, he returns to the main galaxy, and they're like, oh shit, like they were all right. Like Hera, Sabine, Ahsoka were all right. 100%. Good question. What happened to Callus? This is another terrible time. We got another frame drop. Hang on. God, help me now. All right, let's try. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we coming back up? We might be coming back up. Please. Please come back. No one's leaving the galaxy, you think, 2B? I don't know. I don't know. There we go. We're back. We're back in full frame. My god. We had dropped down to 2 pickles there. Live action Kanan? I don't know. I don't think so. There's no way the entire galaxy will rally together as the New Republic to defeat Thrawn and then just lay over and let the First Order rise to power just a few years later. So maybe everything only takes place in this other galaxy. And maybe Thrawn never gets out of this current galaxy. Maybe that's what's going to go down. During the Senate session, they just go, "Oh shit!" I love that. That'd be great. We need that. We need it. I hope we get Ezra seen eating cereal. I love it. Yes. Okay, we got 3 minutes to go. This time it always goes down super fast at the end. We got 3 minutes. Get it up. Get it refreshing. Get it around. I got to set up the reaction camera, and then we're gonna get to it. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a great episode. We do a watch party here. Obviously, it's not gonna be on the screen because copyright. We've done this for 6 weeks. Every show, everyone's like, "Why is it not on the screen?" Copyright. I'm not Disney Plus. But we'll have the timer on the screen so we can watch it all together at the same time. So get it up on different tab, screen, device, or something. Get it up. We'll be starting that shortly. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is so exciting. I'll be here, but no headphones and screen minimize. See you all after the show. Amazing. Sounds good. Absolutely. Okay, we have 1 minute to go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get refreshing. You bet it. Greetings from New Jersey. Coffee. Love it. Zephyr rumors? Oh, imagine if we saw Zephyr. That'd be kind of cool. I kind of want to change my shirt chaotically. Oh my god, we got 1 minute. Stay there. Okay. Oh my god. Hilarious timing. Alright. It's getting warm. Costume change. Yeah, you betcha. Oh my god. I gotta get the timer up. It should be out now. Let me know. Let me know if it's out. Let me, oh my god. Add a timer. Hang on. Jesus. Stopwatch. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go. It's up. It's up, baby. All right, let's get the timer back on. Get ready to press play. We'll go play. Oh my god, let me get the music down. Oh my days. Ooh. Okay. Get it back to the 0. We'll be hit and play at the exact same time. And for the sake of just continuity, we don't skip the recaps or anything. Just so we can all be at the same time. Oh my god, get the bloody theme off. All right, here we go. So everybody got it up? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? So yes, we're doing the recap. So don't skip anything. All right, you all ready? Here we go. Okay, we got it. All right, we're going to be going hit and play. Awesome. We're all ready. Hit and play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Don't skip the recap. Don't skip it. my god. Oh my god. Hey, Fetch. Hey, AJ. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, let's go. Ooh. Ooh. It's gonna be for this. I love it. Destroyed with prejudice. Here we go. Apo, are you in time, brother? Get in here. We're only still in the recap, so you could catch up. Okay. God. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's going on? Cool music. It's very magical. Oh, wow. Coruscant? Cool. This guy's so mad. Is Yano? Jeez. Oh, this could be Hosnian Prime, actually. That's a good point. This might not be Coruscant. Oh. Yeah, Xiono's the Kiari right? Not a court martial. Oh, I know that voice. That is awesome. Oh, I love it. Hey, 3PO. That's awesome. Oh, this music. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Ooh. Yeah. Actually, we talked about this. That's awesome. Oh, that theme. Oh, it makes my heart, like, flutter every time I hear Leia's theme. Mhm. Mm. Oh, that's so cool. See, people complain about these scenes, but I don't understand that because this is like peak Clone Wars. Not that much as Rebels, but like like that Senator. Like think of Padme in the Senate. Many of those Dreams and Madness. Cool name. But it's very that political like discussion. It's very Filoni, very Clone Wars, and I love it. Love it. Oh, that's so cool. So that was so she's playing like a hologram from Clone Wars. Oh man, that's so cool. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Wow. Yeah, wow. True. Gotta love a name drop. Man, this has been my favorite opening of an episode for sure. Such a good dynamic. So good. So good. Oh no, Appo. Just like have us on mute so I don't say anything that spoils. Oh, they're attacking the whales. Oh, dude. That is terrifying. Wow. Shit, they're really just pissing off, aren't they? Jeez, bye. Talk to you later. At least none of them died, hopefully. This is so fun. Wow, that was very Ahsoka. Oh, that looks really funny. God, I love him so much. I love him so much. Oh, he's so great. He's so cool. Ooh, you know who he is. Mm. So these fighters are from the Eye of Sion ring, by the way, DB. Mm. Yeah, the Thrawn novels are important, especially for that, because he knows. Rook would have been so cool in this, yeah. Hmm. Mm. Hey, Zib mention. There you go. Where's lightning? There you go. Hmm. She's like, shit, how do I tell him? Us when we found that out. Hey, Balin. This is so Lord of the Rings, eh? This is like freaking the Wargs. When they're when is that? Is that in Two Towers? No. Is that in Fellowship? What is that in? No, it's in Fellowship, isn't it? With the Wargs and the that whole scene? In the was that in Rohan? Is that in that area? I don't know. Yeah, very Lord of the Rings. Rohirrim, yeah, on the yeah, that's right, on the way to Helm's Deep. Yeah, they just left Rohan. That's right. Two Towers. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. How are they gonna find her? Wow. Oh shit. not sure if that's a diet. I think it's just reaching through the force. I wouldn't say that was like a diet, maybe. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, sick. Gee, when's the last time we saw those? They were in Rebels heaps. Did we have we gotten those in Mando at all? No, I don't think so. Here we go. Uh-oh. That's so great. Yes, the slingshot. Wow. That's smart. Oh no. That's cool. That's cool. Wow. That circle thing is like, in Clone Wars season 1 when, they're on that snowy planet near freaking Pandora. Pandora, is that what it's called? Yeah, the moon yeah, well, true, not on Pandora, but the moon on Pandora. But Rex does that, he's like, "Circle," and they go back and they circle around the, like, broken down speeder. That's so good. I love their dynamic, it's so good. That's comedy and Star Wars done right. That's great. Whew, come on. Oof. Go, Soka, go! Well, well. Parkour! Parkour! So cool. That's awesome. Oh, yes! Oh, dude! Woohoo! Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh shit. Hmm. Mm. Oh no. Throw oh, imagine throwing towards Balin. Oh no. That's such a sick entrance. Oh, I love him so much. Mm. That's true, DB, actually. They're not dissipating with magic. That's so nice. Oh, so cool. Oh, dude, I'm getting the goosebumps. He's holding its hand. Don't jinx it, though, buddy. Don't jinx it. Awesome. Awesome. So cool. Oh, yeah, it was Gita Patel. She's such a great director. Oh, 10 out of 10 off the bat. Come on. That was awesome. That was so cool. The pacing of that was so well done. Love it. Love it. Didn't drag. Oh, that's my favorite episode of the season. That is my favorite episode of the season. Oh my God. That was awesome. That was cool. That was cool. Okay, let's get back to the discussion. Oh God. Let's get you back in here. There we go. There we go. Oh boy. Let's get the music back up, baby. What do we think? What did we think? Damn, did I love that episode. Wow. Woo. Wowee. Wowee. That was so good. That was so cool. You didn't like the dialogue with Ezra? Nah, I loved it. I thought it was awesome. You got it. That is the most incorrect thing I'm almost 24. So like 23 and a half years. That is the most ridiculous comment I've seen about this episode. That episode was much better than last. Yeah, what was last episode? Yeah, last episode in comparison now. Last episode was super chill, wasn't it? So much happened here. 10 out of 10 says Philip. 10 out of 10 easy. Anthony Daniels back. I know, I love him. He just can't get enough. He just can't get enough. But let's get a poll going. See what you guys think. Let's get over here. How do I do this? Here we go. Rate Ep 7. How do I do this? Right. Here we go. Polls up. Oh my God. OGD gifted 5 subs? How did I not see this earlier? Oh my God. When did that happen? I love it. I love it. OGD, are you back in the chat? Where are you? Where are you? I'm on the fence with a 5. A 5? What? Are people really not liking this episode? What? A 4.5? Oh my God. What the hell? Am I going crazy? The hell? What? What? Very good saying episode 8 or 9. Yeah, I wish it took the saber, but I kind of like the whole force thing. He uses the force as a weapon. That was kind of cool. And I can close reference. I know, how cool was seeing him in that hologram? That was awesome. A generous 4.5 it is. Holy shit, like out of 10. You're saying 4.5 out of 10. What planet are we on? Oh my God. Am I taking something? This was my favorite episode so far. 9 out of 10. Yeah, 100%. Oh, I love this episode. I give it an 8. Very good episode. David with the 9. Decent episode, says CG. It was absolutely a filler. And you know me. I'm all for inclusive opinions. But I cannot wrap my head around that this is filler. That's like... I physically can't even bring my brain to understand that. Fight choreography was terrible. Completely agree. Completely disagree. Love seeing Hayden again. The mention of Lan seeing 3PO was great. Doesn't take away from it being filler. Not at all filler. Oh my god. This is insane. What is happening? 10 out of 10 says Ted. It didn't move the story. It was a fun little battle with no substance. You guys saying it's a 5? Yeah. If we went... Okay, again. If we went from episode 6 to the next episode, you would be confused on pretty much where every character is and where the plot is. That's why I'm like, it can't be filler. Because every character and plot point is moved. What the hell? I'm losing my mind right now. Oh my god. Like, yeah. I agree with Apo. Wow, crazy. Ezra and Ahsoka reuniting alone disqualifies this episode as filler. Yeah, true. I love the episode, says DJB. The finale needs to be a minimum hour because too many paths have happened. C3 alone gives it a 7. Compared to the last episode, this was legitimately a letdown. Bring back Nick Gillard. I know, I do love Nick Gillard. Best choreography. The last episode was a 9 out of 10. This one I'm being generous with a 6 or 7. I am utterly gobsmacked. I'm utterly gobsmacked. I'm literally going to say this is my favorite live action episode. This is insane. I don't agree that it was filler. I enjoyed Hera and the New Republic and Anakin a lot, but the fights were over too quickly. Not enough at stake. I get that point. Yeah, like that end... Like the turtle people fight maybe could have had more stakes to it. I do agree with that. Not enough at stake for me. Yeah, it felt safe and I think that's why it didn't engage a lot. I feel the Ezra point was weak, like he was afraid to use his gift. No, yeah, like with the lightsaber? So you didn't like that he used the Force? I am gobsmacked. I want Ezra to kick us and not get thrown around. 6.5. Oh my god. Yeah, it's interesting that Balin and Shin have parted ways. That's interesting. That setup was seriously massively pissing me off. Made me think he was a traitor. Yeah, Ziono he's annoying. He's so, like, negative. Damn Ziono. Oh, man. Definitely not filler, but I was expecting more to happen. They set a lot of things off. It wasn't too much payoff. Still a good episode. I just don't know how they'll end it in one more episode. Hadn't made it better, but the eps are short. No, I think they're good lengths, to be honest. He should have used the saber. I will give you that. Yeah. Should have used the saber. Hadn't used the lightsaber in nearly a decade. Makes sense he wouldn't be comfortable in the fight right way. And I would have been annoyed if he took a blaster instead. But I kind of like the idea that he's only had the Force with him, obviously, this whole time. So he is, like, using that as his weapon. I like that concept. That's cool. That's good. I think I have an issue with the way the episode are cut. I like the show, but every episode leave me hanging a bit too much. But I think the next episode always feels it. I think there are a lot of like, what's going to happen next after this? But I think That's kind of fulfilled every episode, hey? What? I know. I'm losing my damn mind because this is like an easy 10. An easy 10. For me. No doubt about it. Yeah, the next episode is the last. I'm going to guess that the season is going to end with Thrawn's escape. I'm thinking so. They definitely need another season of this show. It's just going so well. It's just going so well. Yeah, we didn't see that happen. Hey. Yeah. They're meant to kind of make you feel like what's going to happen next. But I mean, get these thoughts in. Jeez, this is one of the most personally controversial responses to episodes. Oh man, you guys are crazy. That's right, we're all crazy. This episode felt short for me in a bad way. It felt shorter than episode 3, despite being a bit by longer in minutes. That's interesting. I was surprised that Shin's reaction to Baylan. What do you mean? By just like going off and agreeing? Do you think she should have been more shocked or something? Really enjoyed the episode, but I still think it's maybe a 7 out of 10. I feel it was a 10. This had an episode 1 ending to it. What do you mean? Like the episode 1, like Phantom Menace, or like episode 1 of this show ending to it? Ezra's chemistry with Sabine was absolutely on point. Yeah, that was pretty good. I would agree with that. Absolutely. CT coming in. Hey, champion. Baylan telling Shin about victory was the same as Obi-Wan telling Anakin in the Kenobi series. You need your need for victory, Anakin. It blinds you. Yeah, it's very much that same sentiment, isn't it? Good catch. Good catch. People were expecting more of Baylan arc, I suspect. Probably. And I think that is actually it's a really interesting story point, that whole what is calling him. I think we're left with Baylan in this episode. Obviously, he's parted with Shin. He doesn't have his dog thing with him. Yeah, what's going to kind of happen now with him? What is calling him and how will he get there? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But this just wasn't there for me. I mean, fair enough. I love how it's the masters that are not loving it. Very interesting, but fair enough. They really are. I can't believe you're all here. Drop a like if you're just entering the chat. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. The entire series has been total bangers. But I just can't help but the fact that this particular one was a letdown compared to all the others. Bad ending and seriously hate the choreography. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I just hope no Purgles were injured. True. Hopefully there's no Purgles injured during this episode. I think I would have preferred an ending with Baylan entering a cave or something. Oh, a little bit of Ahsoka and Rebels-esque. That would have been funny. Michael, remember when everyone hated that episode of Rebels with the monsters on the asteroid, and they turned around and come back and be important? I can't even remember that episode. What are you referencing there? I can't even think of what you're talking about. I think this episode would have done much better with more Enoch and Thrawn. Probably. That could have probably pumped it up a little bit. I like how Baylan didn't go into fight only with Ahsoka because she landed right in front of him. That was funny. It was like, wow, timing. Amazing. I know. I see you, Troha. I see ya. Felt kind of meh for me for Sin City. Not bad, not great. Just a 7. I do think Baylan will stay. I feel that now. Yeah, I feel like everything's gonna get wrapped up and everyone's gonna go or do whatever or die. But then Baylan will be like, I'm gonna just stay in this new galaxy. Tim giving it a 9.5. Rattleshark loving every minute. See, this is probably most divisive episode. Probably. Because people are either saying it was really enjoyable and giving it a 9, or people giving it like a 7 or less. So very interesting. Bit divisive of an episode. Keep giving me your thoughts. Anakin being in it makes it a 10. Yeah, that hologram was so awesome. He plays such a great Clone Wars Anakin. It's so spot on. I love it. The fight with Baylan and Ahsoka was very fantastic. Samurai Volume 3. In a funny way, I'm glad we're getting these reactions on the second to last episode rather than for the finale. True. Hopefully a lot of these things are wrapped up by next episode and we're all happy with next episode. Hopefully. I know. I felt the CG. I was kind of getting a little bit ready there. I was like, are we getting this? Are we getting this? I was getting ready. Serenity, I thought it was the second weakest episode after episode 3. You didn't like episode 3? Jeez, I'm rating this show so much differently to some people. Still absolutely love the show, though. Easily the best live action show. Episode 3 is like, God, such a great episode. But there you go. Baylan is sus. He is sus. Interesting the coffins are needed to return to the original galaxy. Maybe they're fuel sources. I don't think they're fuel, because they wouldn't like stack them the way they're stacking them. Night Troopers also seem to be normal. They aren't undead. Yes, I think DB, you pointed that out a little earlier. They're not evaporating with the magic, so they're real? I don't know. Oh yeah, Xiono's so negative. He is so negative. My goodness. I think Baylan will search for the presence that he felt in the previous. Yeah, I think that's where his character's gonna end next episode. Yeah, me too, Zam. A lot of people being like I do get the thing of like, it would have been great to see him use a saber again, like, you know, pick it up and he's like thinking about it and then he like goes for it. That would have been pretty cool, but I do like the fact that he uses the Force because that's all he would have had for the past like decade. So that's what he's been practicing. I love it. I think it's cool. I think it's very cool. Yeah, it definitely highlighted his tactical work. 100%. I love seeing that. David, now the Purgles are gone. How are they going to go home now? Maybe if they use that device Morgan built. Yeah, some assortment of people will... I don't know what will happen, actually. That's a great point. Maybe the Purgle will come back. They'll come back. Solid 8. Dang. He's saying Morgan will turn on Thrawn. She disagrees with everything he does. Yeah, she was a little... Even at the end of the episode today, she was like, are you serious? Like, kind of looking at him a little funny there. So I kind of like that. So maybe she turns on him. Dom Jones, I really hope until now Baylan's character story was completed by before Rey's passing, and it's not re-entering to tie off the loose ends that was supposed to continue into series 2. Yeah, I understand, but also it's kind of like it's kind of hard. You can't, you know, it's hard to complain about that fact because it is incredibly sad of his early passing. But you know, maybe we get a continuation of his character in animation. Maybe that could be it. The only hard part of this episode was the tuck and roll CGI from Ahsoka's jump. To be honest, that is like the first noticeable, like, oh, that was CGI Ahsoka. That's the first time I've really noted that in this show. So that's pretty good for... This is only noticeable in episode 7. Yeah, he was pretty confident. I mean, it's all he's had for 10 years, so yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rosario's Ahsoka. She's doing it so well. So well. There was a line, I gotta go back on the rewatch. There's a line that she says that was so perfectly Ahsoka. And I was like, damn, like, was that Ashley? Like, it was so good. I don't think Thrawn will attack the New Republic right away. I suspect a stint in the Chaos, aka unknown, also known as the Unknown Regions. And the build-up for his forces first, and we'll see the heroes not far behind him. Perhaps. We may see that. It won't be this season. I do agree with that. Lee coming in saying, I've never been so happy seeing 3PO in my life. 10 out of 10. That, and that little Leia theme that went with it. Oh, just... I really did think we were almost going to get like are we going to get a little bit... Like, is Leia going to walk in right now? Is she going to be behind him? But I'm just as happy with just 3PO and, you know, the discussion of Leia's presence is just incredible. Love it. Jason, what do you got for me? Thrawn was great in showing how he can accept a defeat when he knows one and yet learns from it. Morgan totally doesn't understand that from him. Yeah, again, that look at the end there, she's like, what the hell are you saying right now? And he's like, look, it's under control in the long term. And that's always been Thrawn's character in the books, in the shows. I think they've done it really well. It's so Thrawn-like. Spot on. Absolutely, Kate. It doesn't seem like they weren't really evaporating with the magic. So they're real. They're real. Gotta love Shin Hori. An in Shin Hori series. She's the reason I'm watching. Yeah, I think this Shin's character could really carry into some. Hopefully, she doesn't die, and she could carry into some other shows. Something maybe an animation. Hoping for a season 2, says Josh. I agree with Jason. It's something I really like about Thrawn, his ability to see the big picture. Yeah, it's a great character, and it makes him such a great villain. It makes him so interesting to watch and engaging to watch. It's really, really cool. I'm surprised Sabine didn't just off Shin. Yeah, I was kind of vibing. There was a couple moments there I'm like, someone's got to die here. Someone's got to get, like, cut here. I thought Ahsoka was going to kill Baylan, actually, for a moment there. I thought she was going to do a bit of a whoop. And then, yeah, I thought Sabine might have killed Shin there. I don't know. Very interesting. Interesting that Ahsoka said she could help Shin, who definitely paused before running. She did pause. I do think Shin's on the darker side, though. I don't think she's going to come good. I don't know. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Raphael coming in saying 3PO was a classic Filoni move. He made us think that we'll not see Leia, but I'm absolutely sure that was a trick to surprise us when Leia appears on the next episode. I am hoping to God that you are right about that. I will just pass out live on stream if we get Leia in this show. They may recast Baylan. That could be a thing. Also, hey, Joel. Hey, buddy. Glad Baylan makes it to the finale. Yes, no one's died yet. Yeah. Morgan might turn to Thrawn, but not because she turns good, but because he betrays the witches and Morgan chooses them over him. Morgan chooses them over him, as in Morgan chooses Baylan over the witches? Is that what you're saying? Perhaps. Perhaps. She could turn against Thrawn as well. You could have saved the Purgle. I know it could have. It's all Obi-Wan's fault. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Her running away from Baylan on the wolf looked pretty bad CGI-wise as well. I don't remember that. Maybe I didn't catch that. I don't think I caught that. If you're just jumping in the stream, drop your thoughts. Well, give your rating in the poll in the comic section. And also let me know your thoughts on this episode. I love that you're here. Drop a like if you're loving the show. Appreciate you all. This I really saw Ahsoka from the shows. What? Oh, it's so Ahsoka from the shows, right? She looks so real and cool. Yes, a lot more relaxed. Really love the kind of transformation that going to the War Between Worlds has really done for her. You can really see there's a difference in her demeanor, in her character, her presence. It's really cool. Can't even complain after that Ezra fight, though. I loved it. I loved it. I know. It's going so well. We have to get a season 2. For sure. For sure. Yes, and we got a bit of a... haven't even talked about this yet. We got a bit of a Mandalorian mention here. Oh my god, we're going to do what happened on Mandalore. So this is obviously taking place after season 3 of Mandalorian. So this would be... I think where the placement's still about right, where it's about 8. This is like... I think somewhere it said 9, but this is more feeling like 7, 8 years after Battle of Endor. This is what that's feeling like to me. Omniscient. He is omniscient. Yeah, true. Actually, yeah, that is on the board, actually. That is on the board. Morgan is the definition of what Baylan's last lesson. Perhaps Shin is a fantastic character. 100%. I could see the show getting a season 2, even if it means recasting Baylan. I can see that happening too. Sin City! Thrawn isn't wasteful. Do you mean spiteful? Spiteful or hateful? Neither is he stupid. He studies all angles and learns his opponents and realizes you can learn more from defeat sometimes. As much as Thrawn's our villain at the moment, the great lesson to learn. Write that one down from Lessons by Thrawn. Learn something from your defeats. Beautiful little sentiment there. But yeah, he's such a great character, isn't he? Oh, so good. So good. And Lars, I loved, I think, yeah, now that we've had the kind of shock and we were all kind of judging how he looked last episode, I felt like that's worn off. So in this episode, for me at least, and let me know if you felt this way too, I was less like judging how his makeup looks or how this looks or how he stands. And I was just enjoying that this is the Thrawn character. I was much more like relaxed into it. Even though I love how he looks, I wasn't really thinking about it this episode. Anyone agree with that? Anyone vibe that? But yeah, I love this episode with him. Someone needs to lose a hand or a foot, maybe. I love that. John Rossi coming in with a $2 music at the beginning of the episode was great. It was, wasn't it? Very like ethereal. Well, I think it came out as like ethereal music. Very like just ominous and kind of light. It was really cool. It's really, really cool. I hope the finale is great. Season 2 is approved. I haven't heard that from an official source, so I'll wait for an official source, and we shall see. But this could be good Clone Wars style animation. Yeah, totally good. Chicken, what have you got? Balin left Shin. Thrawn loaded the ship. Shin left alone. Ezra fighting with only the Force and doing it like a boss. Council meeting in Coruscant. Space and ground fights. You say nothing happened. Thank you. Freaking yeah, hear it from Chicken. My goodness, I'm back. Ben's back, everyone. Very good penultimate episode. Very excited for the finale. It was a good setup to the lead-in into it, my honest opinion. And I did say this is going to be a bit of a setup episode, but I didn't expect this much to happen. Like, I thought a lot less was going to happen in this episode. Really enjoy it. Rogue One, I prefer an actor. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but also remember, Rogue One was made like 8 years ago, so it's, things have improved by now. So it depends. Kind of get you there though. Yeah, that's a good way to end the night. Actually, a bit of Battlefront 2. Love it, AJ. I think Morgan will turn on Thrawn and try to kill him. Okay, so you think, yeah, Morgan's gonna try and kill Thrawn. She'll fail, but will wound him, but will die herself. Last episode, I'm hoping for a bit of fan service. Me too. I'm like, give us some like quotes. Give us some iconic things in there. I'm kind of open to the fan service at this point. But I kind of like this idea that maybe, yeah, Morgan will attempt to kill Thrawn, but I think he'll see it coming and kind of kill her before she can do something. I don't know. I can kind of see it. I think Balin is conflicted. So many great comments here, by the way. Thank you so much for all these great thoughts, guys. I'm trying to read as many of them as I can. I think Balin is conflicted. I'm also so far behind in chat. I'm so sorry. Maybe to stop Thrawn because Thrawn will get in the way of Balin's Empire goals. Yeah, perhaps. I definitely think, and I felt that shift. He's like, Balin's not there. Well, let's find Balin. Like, Thrawn was like, okay, I'm not having this. I definitely feel that vibe that he's probably going to find Balin and probably just try and off him as well. I can see that. Yeah, true. Just think if Thrawn was Force sensitive. Lars looked great. He did look great, didn't he? A lot stuffed into this one. Only wish the fight scenes were longer. No real complaints, though, says the Sean. Love it. Muzz Nicholson is Thrawn. He is. Where's Balin going? He's going to the voice. That's call him. So the bigger question should be, what is calling him? Again, if you haven't put your theory forward before, what is calling him? Is it Sada Mortis? Is it some sort of Death of Miri someone? Is it I don't know who. Abeloth? Who is it? Okay, what is the ranking here? We've got 47% saying 9 or 10, 40% saying 7 or 8, and 13% saying 5 to 6. 200 votes in the poll. Get your thoughts in there. Let's see what's happening. We got one more episode and then wait around 2 years. I'll be doing tons of Star Wars fan art. Oh, so exciting. This is a beautiful show, so you would have seen a lot of fan art. Here we go. Let's get Marcus out of here. I found it odd that Shin just shrugged and rode off. There was no emotional recognition or even explanation by him or question by Shin. Imagine Qui-Gon telling Obi and Obi-Wan shrugs and walks off. Yeah, but think of kind of, whatever we want to label these Shin and Balin are, dark Jedi, evil. I wouldn't call them Sith personally, but they're not Jedi, right? They're going off evil and selfish desires. That's just the nature of dark Jedi. I would assume. Goodness gracious. So yeah, I think obviously when we compare like a Qui-Gon Obi-Wan relationship, Jedi are a lot more connected in the sense with the Force and what the Force wants, and they have a lot more honor, I think. Where these kind of Dark Jedi as Baylan and Shin, they're a lot more rogue and selfish. So I think by as much as like there is connection there with Baylan and Shin, Baylan being like, off you go, you want to do some good for the Empire, so like you go do that. So she's like, okay, because even though there is connection deep down, they are selfish. You know what I mean? 100%. But yeah, I think it's just the nature of who they are. Kate liking the Abeloth theory. AJ Bradley saying, we've got 2 AJs in the chat now. Favorite episode so far, 10. Wish Shin didn't turn and run. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Wills? Is that who's calling them? The Bendu. It could be the Bendu. I am the one in the middle. I love Bendu. Anakin to me is the father of the Force to control balance. Yeah, I don't think it's a literal he's the father now, but I definitely see that. That's kind of his, position here. I love the little info we got here. There's like how Anakin made 20 recordings for Ahsoka to use for training. I know. God, that pulled on the heartstrings. So good. Oh, Baylan's gone mad. He has mentioned it a couple times now. Wasn't madness a part of the episode title? Yeah, what was it called? Something and Madness. Yeah, what was it called? Chat? Something and Madness. What was this episode? Who's directing the last episode? Well, let's take a who's directed the episode so far. Let's figure it out. So we've had the Steph Green episode, we had the Dave Filoni episode, we had the Peter Ramsey episode, we had the Gita Patel, which is this one. Who else are we missing? There's someone else. There's six directors. Who hasn't directed one yet? Yeah, Steph Green. We've had Steph Green, Peter Ramsey, Jennifer Gertzinger. Have we had her yet? I don't think we've had her. Rick Famuyiwa? Or maybe it's Rick. It might be Rick, actually. I think it might be Rick Famuyiwa, who did... Gee, what's he's done? He's done a lot of Star Wars by now. He did a lot of Mando. It might be Rick, I want to say. That's my thought. Yeah, I think it might be Rick, because he hasn't done it. Dreams and Madness. That's what it's called. Dreams and Madness. What is that in reference to? What's that? What is that referencing? Show me the other holidays. Right? I want them. I want them. I'm not saying I hated the episode or the characters just felt meh for me. Yeah, there's quite a few people in here saying that. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I'm in a different I think differently to that. I really love the choreography. I mean, I love Nick Gillard, and the prequel choreo is just like unmatched. But this is like I'm loving this choreo. So, but I've seen a few people say that. So fair enough. Opinion is an opinion. Is anyone going to fill Ezra in? Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of info in that conversation with Sabine, met with Ahsoka. I feel like he's learning a lot. I feel like that whole conversation in the middle filled him in quite a lot. If it is Rick, it'll be good then. Yeah, that's he's been a pretty great director in all these episodes. And did he maybe do the finale of season 3 and season 2 for Mando? I think he did the season 2 finale of Mando. Let's look it up. I should know this off the top of my head. Let us look it up. Did he do the finale? Oh no, he did The Believer. He did The Believer. He's done a bunch of episodes, though. He's so good. He did The Child, The Prisoner, The Believer, The Apostate, The Mines of Mandalore, the Convert, The Foundling, The Pirate, Guns of Fire, The Spies, The Return. Wow, he's done a bunch in season 3. So yeah, he's in good hands. I wish the episode would spend a few more minutes of screen time with the characters, having them interact further and catch up and deepen those relationships. The last episode needs to be a long one. I would agree there. Yeah, he did a bunch last season, hey. The Kingdom of Dreams and Madness is a documentary about Studio Ghibli, so another reference to Japanese art culture per Filoni's MO. Yo, that could be the connection. That'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. The space battles themselves made the episode a 10 out of 10, and C-3PO, I know, you can't beat C-3PO. Can't beat him. And the little Leia theme that was just, back there, love it. I remember that I saved on my phone the post with the directors, and it's indeed Rick Famuyiwa. There you go. There you go. Peyton Reed, sorry, yeah, I don't know why I thought that finale was Rick, but he did the one before that. Sabine, yes, so here is General. Yeah, she gotta watch the Star get destroyed. There was a first. Oh, that's so true. We need that conversation. If he did the prison episode, his episode will be dark, I think. I think so. No, I think we'll see him in the finale. Wish R2 showed up with 3PO. Yeah, that could have totally happened. All right. Poll where we're at. We're over 250 votes coming in. We're still 45% saying that a higher end of things, either a 9 or a 10, with 40% of you saying either a 7 or an 8, and 15% saying 5 or 6. 100%. So cool. So cool. Ezra out here making the worst vacation of Thrawn's life. Moisturized, minding his business, nice beard, and real estate. Yeah, true. The way 3PO stood to the side, there was a bit of a gap. Made me think Leia was coming, but no. Yeah, right? There was just like a second, maybe like there was a second longer of that scene where he like entered and he went to the center of like that doorway. And I was like, and there was just like a bit of a literal like physical gap. Is that what you're saying with the gap? Because I kind of see that as well, Sin. There's a little bit of a gap, and I'm like, is Leia about to enter right now? I really did think it. I really, really did think it. All right, we'll catch you next time, AJ. Maybe he will try. Angelina. Not gonna see much of Baylan in the finale. We don't get answers for him. Yeah, you think so? I think we will get some sort of wrap up for him. It would be cool seeing. It would be cool the season ending with Luke feeling a disturbance in the Force. Oh, imagine that. Imagine if it's like a post-credit scene and it's like he's meditating in his little school thing he built in that we saw in Boba Fett. And he's sitting there meditating, and then he senses this all happening. Yeah, me too. I get you, Mikey. This is like a 10 out of 10 for me. So much happened. R2 is with Luke. Leia gets 3PO. Isn't that known custody agreement? Yeah, true. It's like a custody agreement. I don't have a problem with the fight choreography. I just didn't feel any of the characters, good or bad, were in any danger. Yeah, I do. Like, was that you that said before the stakes could have been higher? I do agree with that. The stakes could have been a little bit higher, just a little bit more intense. You know what I mean? I can understand that. This episode is the storm brewing before the storm reckoning. I do agree with that. It's like a lot less could have happened this episode. You know what I mean? We spent so much time with Shin and Baylan. Hope we get to see where they go. Absolutely. Yeah, will we see? I don't know if we'll see Luke. I don't want to get my hopes up for him. I really don't think we will. So, I don't know. The Kujet guy. Who's the Kujet guy? Yeah, I'm ready for next week. I'm so keen. So Ben might be with Luke at this time frame. Yeah, he probably is. Ahsoka already helped Luke with Grogu and started the new temple. True. Will we see it? Gita is a fantastic director. I love that she was the one for this. I think the season will end with at least the feeling that Baylan will hit the reset button. What do you mean by that? Expand that thought, Raphael. I know, big bottle of spotchka. That's what I need. I need to do whiskey after this discussion, actually. Post-show whiskey. For Masters, I don't know how people are calling this filler. Major things have happened. Shin and Balin have parted ways. Yeah, I understand the whole, if people didn't vibe with the episode, that's just going to be how it is. People have their own thoughts. That's fine. But I totally agree, Joel. It's just, it can't be filler. Because again, if you go from episode 6 to episode, whatever happens in episode 8, you will be totally confused on how Ahsoka got there, why the characters split up, what is Thrawn doing. You wouldn't know any of the storyline. Well, you could piece it together, but there would be a big gap in the middle. Like, you wouldn't understand how everything got to where it is. So, yeah, I don't think it's filler. I agree with you. It does need a rewatch. I can't wait to rewatch this one, actually. Yeah, it's a great conversation. There's actually a bunch of clips I've put out on it. It's so good. So good. Right. Whiskey. I need whiskey. Jeez. So it talks about the ruler Kujet. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Kujet is. My prediction is Ezra gets captured. The last scene will be the recreation of the epilogue. Post-credit scene will be Anakin warning. Yeah, actually, what is this theory that people think we're going to see the epilogue again? I don't think we are. I just don't subscribe to that idea at all. Credit scene will be Anakin warning Luke to aid Ahsoka. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyone notice the mention of the Battle of Mandalore and Moff Gideon? I know, right? I said that before. I was like, how are we not mentioning this? Like, that was actually really interesting. John coming in with a $10 redos. Thank you so much, John, for your generous support. I think Balin wants to stay on purpose and start a new Force-sensitive order in this galaxy and not make the same mistakes like the Jedi of the old galaxy made. Definitely, and I think with the dialogue, piecing that together of, like, he loves the intent of, like, what the Jedi should have been, and he said that last episode. I don't know what's calling him, but maybe that's more his goal. He wants to make a new order, but not in the old galaxy. I like that theory, John. That could be happening. Thank you so much for the big soupy $10 dues. Raphael, I think we'll have access to the world between worlds in some way. We'll face the design and the cycle that he referred to in the previous episode. Perhaps. Jedi's from Fallen Order stuff? What? What? Let me look this up, damn it. How do I not know Kujet? Oh, a Zepho Sage? Oh, say that then. I don't remember their names, the sages' names. Oh, that's so funny. But, that'd be cool. I could see a connection like that. What if they, like, somehow go from, there's, like, a temple maybe on this planet, and they go into the temple, and it, like, not time travels, what's the word? Freaking teleports them from, like, that to, like, the temple on Zephyr or something. That'd be weird. Hopefully, Benji. I mean, I love the Force thing that he, like, uses the Force as his power and as his weapon, but yeah, give us some Ezra Saber content, please. Every scene has either moved the plot forward or worked towards the character development. I get it might not be everyone's bag, but that doesn't make it filler. Do you guys like my thing to people that are like, it's like filler? I'm like, have you not watched Clone Wars? That show is pretty much a show about filler. But how good is it? You know what I mean? Like, it was a show to be like, this is filling and just filler stories about, like, episode 2 and episode 3. Attack of the Clones and Revenge. Like, it's like, hey, this is just the random stories that happened in between. But it's like, oh, we get deeper characters, like deeper storylines. We get just understanding of the planets and the galaxy, the politics. It's like, it did technically all is filler. You know what I mean? That's like my argument. It's like, Clone Wars is filler, but it's like the greatest show on the planet, so filler can be good. He'd have to have some Force sensitives to teach, assuming there are some on the planet. So, oh yeah, true. Actually, that's a freaking good point. You can't really start an order here, can he? Do you think Thrawn will get a Spotchka next episode or a blue Camino? I don't know. Maybe a Spotchka. He might be a Spotchka. He looks like a Spotchka guy. That's why he's so blue. Yeah, the blaster saber thing. Yeah, he does need to use that. I like Ezra not using a saber. It helps show there are other types of force users and less violent than a lightsaber. Yeah, that's true. Right. There was literally an episode of R2 3PO discovered a planet of tiny aliens playing Wizard of Oz, and it went nowhere. Exactly. And how great was it? A lot of filler, but the seasons were 20 plus episodes, so it had time to breathe. I wish the live action shows had more episodes so they could expand things. Yeah, this show, I think I saw someone do a tweet being like, imagine if Ahsoka had Andor's budget and 12 episodes. Which it is still, I will never understand in the world of time and space how the hell Andor got its budget, how the hell that show got the budget it did, and why, like, a show like Ahsoka or even Kenobi, why did those shows of two of the most iconically recognizable Star Wars names, Ahsoka not as much, because that's more for deeper fans, but especially Kenobi, probably the second most recognizable name in the whole of Star Wars, not get that budget. No hate on Andor. Andor's very good. It's an impressive show. Not my favorite. It's an impressive show, but how the hell did these other shows not get that budget? That will annoy me to the day I die. That's cool. Texas correcting Sin City. That's very funny. Maybe it's the little nightcap old fashioned I just made. It's kind of crazy. I'm sitting on my couch in Boston chatting live with someone on my TV in Australia. It is crazy. I think that all the time. I'm like, this is hilarious. There's 152 of you here right now. 152 people are like, you know what? I'm going to just watch what happens. Watch what I'm speaking about right now. Yeah, I think that all the time. But I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you, Jason. Enjoy your nightcap. Fair enough. Is Thrawn trying to recharge his ship in order to leave? I don't think so. No, he's loading up those things, which I think, I'm like, what if they're like Night Brothers or something? There's surely got to be some sort of either Night Sisters or Night Brothers. That's my bet. Yeah, it's true. The Ahsoka series really highlights the flaws of the Kenobi show. I know! I know! I don't even want to think about it, because I, like, really enjoyed the Kenobi show. There was a lot of things I didn't like about it, but there was actually a lot of that show that I really enjoyed. But seeing Ahsoka, I'm like, gee, the Kenobi show should have been so much better. I don't know. Maybe Dead Witches, perhaps? Night Sisters? It's actually Phantom Menace. TBH. But fair enough. I mean, Revenge of the Sith is like, it's like it can't even be ranked. It's like, it's just this ubiquitous, like, in just other being in your soul. You know what I mean? Where it's like, if I actually ranked it, Phantom Menace for sure, for me. I'm sure the Ring of Sion has a fuel station. I love it. That's true. Kenobi was done during COVID. That would have definitely made things a lot more difficult. But he would. He's really campaigning for season 2, so he's begging for it. He's begging for it, and rightfully so. I think. You know, I kind of have this is going off topic, but I'll talk about it anyway. It's really interesting with these shows, especially with like Boba Fett. And, you know, I don't think Boba Fett or Kenobi will get a season 2, but it's interesting. It's like, why are we so cynical to be like, we're going to stop this after 1? I think that's too negative. I understand if it's a stop after 2, but a stop after 1 doesn't make sense to me. 1 is the make or, like, not make or break season, but like is the establishing season. A lot can happen in 1 season, but also when it's a number 1 of a show you've just invented, you have to like make more of it to understand it and to get its traction. Like, think of successful shows. Think of Clone Wars. Imagine if we got season 1 of the Clone Wars and they're like, animation isn't as great, the storylines are a bit draggy, we're gonna cut it here. Imagine if they just cut it. We wouldn't have gotten the incredible story and journey, which is the Clone Wars. But you continue it because the animation gets better, the storylines get better, everything gets better with time. Everything improves with time, and you learn. You're like, oh, these things we can kind of shift and move from a season 1. Like, think of Book of Boba Fett. That's a great example because, again, that show, I think, has such really interesting concepts, especially with Boba and the Tuskens. I think they could explore, like, Boba's being in charge of, like, a group or a city or something a lot more specifically with a lot more detail. And a season 2 of that show, they could kind of learn, see the response, see the direction, cut a lot of the thing, not cut, but, like, you know what I mean? Reshape a lot of the things and make an even better season 2. Same with Kenobi. Which is hilarious because it's like Boba existed, Boba and Kenobi existed. Mando obviously is getting the multiple seasons because it was the first and most successful show. Andor was already slated for season 2. Like, how was Kenobi not slated for season 2, but Andor's like, we'll definitely give him a season 2. Just crazy. Just crazy. Anyway, that's my little rant today. Like, why are we stopping after 1? Oh, with Boba, I think Favreau realized he didn't have enough idea and would fold it into Mandalorian. For Kenobi, that was just the movie extended into a series, so it was just one story. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Actually, that's very logical. Yeah, Boba could have been such a great show. And, like, series. It could have been such a great series, really. If he does. I don't think he'll die. He definitely won't die, because he'll be in the movie. He'll be in the movie. Yeah, the mention of Asajj Ventress, love it. Yeah, you probably got a good point there, Sage. Oh, really? Yeah, no, I love it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. This is probably my favorite episode of the show. Well, this and what was the other one I gave 10? 5? Was that 5? Yeah, this and 5 is a 10 for me. It's a good point. It is a good point. I just wish... I wished... That is actually a great point. What could they do with season 2? I think they just could do more stories. Like, him exploring the Force more. I just want to see that. I want more Force exploration. That's true. That's true. Massage my queen. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, Kirsty. Started off so strong. I was so excited about those first few episodes, and he's like this kind of flashback thing they were doing with his journey with the Tuskens. Like, that was badass. That was, everyone's like, oh, you need to be more badass. Like, that was badass. Like, he went through this like horrible, painful, suffering journey, and he made these connections with this like what we thought were like ravaged people. Like, it was an incredible journey, and then it just got weird at the end. It just got really weird. And then we're freaking riding Vespers on Tatooine. It just got weird. Anyone else concerned Episode 8 will be a huge cliffhanger without much being wrapped? I think a lot will be wrapped. I do think it'll end in a certain perspective because I think a lot of the story will carry in either into it, hopefully in season 2, or into the movie. So I think that there's going to be like some things will be wrapped up of the storyline, but it's like, but then Thrawn like blasts off and we don't know where he goes. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah. I get you, Philip. It was the mopeds for me. See, funny enough, I really, really love the Book of Boba Fett. I really do think it's actually a really good show. I love Fennec Shand. She's really cool. But it's the mopeds for me. Oh. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I love chat. We agree here. It was like, it's like, okay, it's going. And then it just got to this part and it was like, oh, man. We needed Boba to be a stark contrast to Mando, be the grim, borderline villainous, but then he made him a daughter. Yeah, in the end, I think that the early story of how, like, literally just the storyline of how he escaped the Sarlacc pit, and this, like, grueling physical suffering and physical and mental suffering he went through to, like, become a better version of himself was, like, a great storyline. I feel like that was such a great storyline. Yes, I agree. I agree with this. Okay, could have been Boba Fett because he's a massive nerd in real life. Cad Bane was the best part of Boba since it was his show. Cad Bane wouldn't win. Cad Bane wouldn't win. In reality, Cad Bane would have smoked him. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I would disagree with that. Was hoping Ezra would have taken and used Kanan Saber from Thrawn's office on the Chimera all this time. Yeah, me too, Fred. That would have been cool if he had it. Maybe he still does. He just hasn't used it yet. It was very cool, wasn't it? I love how we totally gone off topic here today. I love it. Appreciate it. Appreciate the great conversation. Rick coming in. I love how natural all this is feeling. Seeing the Anakin training hologram, 3PO showing up, Ezra and Sabine's interaction, it all is very organic. That's true. And I think maybe this is the optimist in me, but it's like all these elements could be going really wrong. Just like factually. It could be looking really janky and weird. Like Anakin could be looking really weird. We could be getting all the freaking CGI that happens. Granted, there's a few moments in this episode where it's a little bit weird, but up until now, it's been really clean and really good. One thing that just grates me in the Kenobi show, there's this one shot. It would have been maybe the finale episode, I think, or I think it is actually the finale episode, where Kenobi like flies off in a ship, separate to the main ship, and it just looks like you've filmed it with your iPhone for like a school project, and you've got like little model ships, and you do it yourself. It looks so janky, but in this show, all the flying sequences are so clean. They're so good. So I'm like, there's a lot of elements that are moving in this show, Ahsoka, where that could be going wrong. If you know what I mean? Yeah. I thought Kanan Saber was still on my thought. No, Commander Price took it to the Chimera? No, how did it get there? It's on the Chimera somehow. Exactly. Go easy. Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. This is the best visual effects. That's what? How is that hard? I'm saying this is the greatest visual effects show I've seen. It's so clean. It's so good. I'm literally saying this is the greatest effort I've ever seen. The opposite, brother. The opposite. He was a good master. Shows that she is remembering he was more than just Vader and adds to her development. It really does. It really does. It's really cool. Yeah, it was kind of weird. It just got weird. But like, how good was that? How good was that freaking Tusken storyline? So cool. So cool. Mikey, I loved in tonight's episode after a large contingent of the internet was upset that Sabine didn't tell Ezra that the Empire fell in episode 6. It was the first thing we hear. It's like Favreau listened to us. Oh, is Favreau even involved in the show? Is he like, I think he's executive producer. I think you mean more Filoni. I think you mentioned Filoni there. Isaac, Anthony Daniels is top tier Star Wars every time. He really is. Oh, the chat. Sorry, my bad. Good point, Phil. Strikes don't help either. Absolutely. I think the show looks great for a whole, for the budget and the scope. For sure. Ahsoka is showing more of her personality post-world between worlds. Vision Quest. I love that. Good to see her being less wooden and makes the acting in those early episodes feel more intentional. Oh, yeah, 100%. I found it so funny when everyone's like, oh, she's not smiling much. It's like, that's like the acting. That's the character. That's the story. I was really annoyed when people were complaining about that. It's like, that's the point. What, you think of people just like happy and high-fiving every day? What the hell? But yeah, I totally agree with you. Mind Crow? Great name. Totally agree with you here. I think it's meant to contrast. She was very solemn. Like, nothing was going right for her life. Everything's been horrible for years. Of course she was like solemn and quiet. Exactly, this world between worlds has really shifted her, really changed her. So it's cool. It's cool to see. I like that contrast. Are you excited for the Star Wars Outlaws game coming out? Probably not enough. Probably not enough about it. I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't know. I would be more keen for. I'm a big Jedi. I love Jedi Survivor. That was really fun. And like Battlefront 3, give us that. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll probably be thrilled with it when it comes out. It's just probably not in my mind right now, to be honest. I get you. Gotcha. I'll read all your. You guys do the funniest typos and things like that. I get you. I really hope Anthony Daniels has given his permission for already Recorded enough lines for AI voice rendering so he can be 3PO for all time. Yeah, but also the contracts are a little grey in those areas, so I don't know if it's fair. Oh, Mr. Soupy? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I so did. I'm so sorry. Sith of Mordor coming in with the $5 redos. I can't see them wrap everything up in the last episode. It must end on a cliffhanger. I definitely think this will happen in some form. I think some of the story will wrap up. Like, I feel like Shin's story is going to wrap up. Balin will be a cliffhanger. He'll like go into the abyss and we don't know what happens to him. I think Morgan Elsbeth might die. I think our heroes will like get back on the Purgle or something, and then Thrawn will blast off somewhere. So I think it's going to be half-half. But I'm so sorry I missed your Soupy. I apologize. But thank you so much for the generous dono. Appreciate ya, Sith of Mordor. I don't have a VR headset. I don't, but that sounds cool. Great episode. I didn't think there was much chemistry between Sabine, Ezra, and T. Who's T? Who's that? Really? I thought there was some really good, vibes between them. I was vibing it. Given the writer's strike, and there's no official mention of season 2 and the actor strike, it may be years before we get any new Star Wars content of any kind. Yeah, that's a good point. It is a very good point, Sin City. As much as that is very sad, you know, freaking these CEOs are just such idiots. And it's just insane how they're not willing. It's like 0.8% of their like company's revenue they're asking for to like be paid more equally, and they're like, no, that's too much. So it's ridiculous. So as much as that is sad that we won't be getting content, fair enough. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the 3 witches. I forgot about them. They're gonna die or get left where they are for sure. Darth Teddy saying the episode was a 9 out of 10 for him or them, her. I don't know. Yes, me too, Sin City. Actually, me too. It's gonna go for now. They're just idiots. They're such idiots. Coming in with the voting. Let's check this poll. It's been up for almost... Well, we've been chatting about this for almost an hour. Crikey. Gee, I gotta do the reaction. Damn. Coming in with 345 votes. We still have... These have been very, very steady. 44% saying 9 or 10. 41% saying 7 to 8. And 15% saying 5 or 6. Pretty high still. Yes, the writer strike is over, tentatively. Should be. It probably is. But SAG-AFTRA is still not over. Happy days. Really? Man, I gotta catch up with all the news. I haven't caught up with it all. Yeah. Was in the can. No, it's still going. It's still going. It's going on for so long. I forgot what they're striking in the first place. It's a bit more contractual things around the use of AI, which is really important these days, and better wages. And the wages they're asking for would be 0.8. It's like 0.8. Not increase, but 0.8 of the, like, if you take all the company's profit, that what they're asking for in total would be 0.8 of that. Insane that they're like, no. Insane. Could this happen for episode 8? Thrawn jumps back. A small New Republic fleet is waiting for him. 1,000 Night Sisters come out of the coffins and lay waste to the fleet. Imagine. That'd be pretty gnarly. That would be kind of crazy if that happens. Okay. Can't write it quick enough. But here is where we start to wrap up the show. We've been talking for so long. I got to get into this reaction. I got to film my review video. We will get into it Yeah, exactly. All right, gang. Well, this has been an absolute pleasure. Still over 100 views sticking around. I hope you have enjoyed the show, the countdown, the polls, the excitement, watching it together, and this very long discussion we've had post-episode. This has been a pleasure, as always. Thank you so much for sharing all your opinions, even though I'm shocked by some of you. It's okay. We're still friends. We're still friends on the inside. Just. Make sure you're coming back here. Drop around on Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and that is 11 a.m. here in Australia on a Friday as well. We're going to be going full depth. We'll get the whiteboard back out, talk some in-depth details about this episode and critique. So you've got a few days. You've got a few days to rewatch this episode so we can really get into the critiques of every scene of this show. This has been a blast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you all and all that soupy tonight. Love you all. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, have a great rest of the night. And make sure you always choose the race side.
Rawr!